Hard to believe all this was underwater not too long ago. Had a very severe flooding in the past couple weeks. It's a bit windy today too. Hopefully it's not too awful bad coming through on my mic. But if it is, I apologize. Well, me and Studley, you know, the guy that decided to go mudding on his dad's bike. Well, me and him went up to, man, I can't remember. I don't even know how to pronounce the name of that town. Mascoutah? But it's up there around St. Louis anyways. Went up there and looked at up there to an Indian dealer. Looked at some Indian motorcycles. I rode, well, you know, Hondas, rode a couple Harleys, what's that one, the V-Star. So I figured I'd go up there and test ride an Indian, but, you know, being the non-thinking person that I am, spur of the moment, I forgot to take the insurance card. My insurance card needed. So I got to go up there and look at them. You know, they look nice. Fired one of them up. It sounded real good. Opened up a spot for a new payment. I think whenever that happens, I am going to go up there and buy an Indian. More specific, the Indian Chief Dark Horse. That looks like, I don't know how to explain it. To me, the Indian Chief Dark Horse, well, actually the Indian Chief in general, I mean, just not the non-Dark Horse version of it is just, I don't know, just something that really caught my eye. So that's probably what I'm going to go with when I go to get my new motorcycle. And I guess since I've actually looked at bikes, you know, before I got this one right here, which I bought this one right here off of Individual. I bought it for $3,000. It had around, I don't even remember how many miles it had on it, which it ain't got a whole lot on it now, just because I've only been legal for, let's just say I've been legal for maybe a quarter of the time I've actually owned the bike. Now I'm 100% legal now though. Yeah, back then it was just like ride and hopefully I don't see a cop. If I did, hurry up and get it home. Everybody says, oh, they don't pull motorcycles. They don't pull motorcycles over. They don't pull motorcycles over. Well, I'm pretty sure they're going to pull the motorcycle over if it doesn't have a license plate on the back. They're like, oh, you know, I can't run his plate. And then I get pulled over for not having a plate. And then I get a ticket for no plate, no insurance, and no license. So I just, you know, kind of kept it in hiding and rode it when I could. But, you know, I got this bike for a steal. You know, it's just one of them things where you couldn't pass it up. I wasn't looking at this particular bike. I was actually looking at something. Actually, I was looking at something a little smaller. I was actually looking at a 125 Rebel, which I'm so glad I didn't get it. I mean, that's, you know, those are good bikes and all. For me, that'd be a little bike, and I would have got tired of it, traded it off by now. But the good old 750 Shadow Spirit, that's where it's at. And the main reason I don't like it when I got the wife on here and we're going long distances, this thing does not seem to like the interstate all that much. You know, I'm pegged. It feels like I'm pegged out, which I know I got a little more in it, but you know, just the same of trying to vibrate something loose. But just the sound of the engine. Now you can tell when your RPMs are a little higher than what you want them to be. You know, you can hear it. You can feel it in the bike. Or for those instances, it just seems like I need, you know, more horsepower. I need more room. You know, if she gets on here, and I'm not the smallest dude, all right. I can stand to use about, you know, 30 pounds, maybe even more. But, you know, I'm going nice with myself today. I'm going to say 30 pounds. But, you know, I just need a little longer. Give her some more room, give me some more room. And I have got to quit riding on this road. This is the worst road ever. You got gravel everywhere and potholes. I mean, Ugh. And bumps. Plenty of bumps. Okay, well, anyway, after my tangent and everything, and I'm going back to the main topic at hand. Went up there and looked at Indian motorcycles. Like it didn't feel like I was sitting on the seat. Like it felt like the seat was holding me, like a little baby. I mean, it's just like, and that's exactly what it felt like. All the other bikes I sit on, you can clearly, it's just you're sitting on, like, oh yeah, this is nice. Now that was like a thing of beauty. The way it conformed to my butt. And that blacked out look does something dirty to me. It also had the little key fob system. It didn't have a key. It just had the fob. But that's kind of different for me. I'm not used to that. Sitting there, it's like, oh, it has a power button. Okay, what's the power button do? Oh, it turns the bike on. Okay, just something different. But I guess more and more vehicles are going to that. Because I guess it's it's safer. Because you can't really, come on, what's the word I'm looking for? You can't hotwire it like you can something with a key. A little more high-tech than what I'm used to, but what can I say about what I'm used to? I'm used to 06 Honda Shadow Spirit. I've been on this thing for, seems like ever now. It's still my baby though, but I wanted to come out here and, talk to you guys. I apologize for not getting no video up there at the Indian dealership, because they had some nice bikes up there. When you think of a classic motorcycle, not talking about like a vintage, like antique motorcycle. I'll call them antique, just whatever. When you think of one, what is it you think about? Do you think about an old Harley? Because whenever I went up there, whenever I thought about an older motorcycle, an Indian was pretty much what I was thinking about. Because mine was kind of a tie in between the Indians and the Harleys. What did I want? Which Honda was always going to be my fallback. Okay, this happened to me twice at two different dealerships. I walk in there, or actually I ride in there on my bike. I ride up, park. As soon as I get off and get ready to walk the door, you ready to trade in that Metro bike? And get you a real bike? Do you say that? I can guarantee you're not selling me a bike. That completely threw me off. I even wanted to talk to him about it. Like I was going to talk to him, price-wise and everything. What do I need on a down payment? I need to know what I need to have to come in here and buy one of your bikes. But as soon as I get off the bike and start walking into the door, you going to trade in that Metro bike and get you a real bike? Well, make sure your bike's so much more real than mine, because you got some loud-ass exhaust on it. You got a cam. Woo! What the frick do you do? Mine's got two wheels too. Like if I wanted a real bike, I'd just assume if I was gonna go buy a real bike, I would go to Walmart and buy a Mongoose.